The heck? For whatever reason, I think on the widescreen it's detecting a third input, like if sharing a screen or something, which is why it looks like that, and I don't know how to fix it. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah. YouTube is live. Instagram is live.
Hey, Jason.
Where's Jason at?
On Instagram.
There he is.
Hi, Diona.
What up, Jason? Hi, Diona. Veronica. Hello. Yeah, I saw. Did Summer schedule her live fire? I think I saw that Summer scheduled a live fire.
Is that Veronica's daughter?
Yes.
Nice.
She knows what she's doing. I remember we did the live fire exercise and everything during the class, and she was on it. Veronica mentioned, yeah, she has a experience because her dad taught her firearms. Yes, probably next week. I think so. It's on the 10th. So, Adam, did you make it back, or are you on a No, not a Starbucks.
No, I made it back. It took me a little longer to get back
You're
than
home.
I thought, but that's always like that from San Diego. Always. It says 4 hours. Even if you account for traffic, it takes like six plus.
I'm not a big fan of drive. That's cool, Veronica. She just purchased her firearm. What did she get, if you don't mind me asking? Hi, Maria. Irma, I have a question. Can I ask here or should I text you? You can ask here.
Hi, Renita. On Instagram.
A couple people on TikTok. While Irma draws up her question, did anybody read about the new bill about introducing, or it's just a bill that they brought up? So don't think that it's the law or something new, but requiring to purchase a firearm, requiring 8 hours of training to do that before you buy the gun, instead of just that 30 question firearm safety certificate. Irma said, if I'm married to a felon, would that affect me getting a CCW? No, it's just going to be based on your record. Great question. I had another student that reached out and he said, I don't have anything in my record and everything has been good. However, there's been some things that have happened, and he lived with his parents, I think, at the time. He goes, when I lived with my parents, there were some things that happened there. Would that affect me? No. if anything like that pops up during the interview, you just toss it, but it's based basically on what you've done and what you haven't done. So great question. Diona says, yes, she read about potentially 8-hour requirement training before you buy a gun. If it passes, hopefully it doesn't pass, because you don't want to have to make you do all kinds of things. But if you do, if it does pass, we'll be ready to have that set up for you so you can take that course and get familiar. I mean, train. Everyone should be proficient, not proficient, but confident and understanding what it means to own a firearm. And Veronica, how often should I go to the range to practice? Every other month at least. And if that gets expensive, make sure you're getting that practice at home, where you're drawing from your holster, you're engaging a target, whether it be on the wall. On the website, you can see on that guide on the resource page, the very last page of that, it's your dot torture target that you can use to practice at home. So check that out and use it to dry fire. If you can make it every month to the range to practice acquiring your targets and introducing some speed to some of your movements, slowly but surely, it's also a great practice. Jason says, when filling out the application with the sheriff department, will a real ID work for the 2 forms of ID? Yes. You're still, well, you're going to need your ID, but you'll need 2 additional forms of ID. So like your mortgage or your car registration, light bill. If you right on the website, it has right there what it requires. But yeah, those 2 simple forms in addition to your real ID. Irma, also, I attended your class in January and got my certificate, but I haven't gone through the sheriff to get my CCW because I want to buy a smaller gun. Can I buy it and qualify with you? And will you modify my certificate before I apply for the CCW? Yes, absolutely.
It's a good question.
Once you get it, we'll do that. To the question of Veronica on how often, starting this month and moving forward, we're going to be doing some outdoor range qualifications. So I might extend that to do a little bit more of some one-on-one opportunity to come and practice on drawing from your holster, because in an outdoor range, we'll be able to do that. We'll be able to do some holster training and target acquisition, so we can start slow and introduce a little bit of practicality on drawing from the holster, something that we couldn't do indoor. We're going to be able to do outdoor. And also for some of you that might not have a gun yet, we'll have a firearm experience where I will be bringing out some firearms and you might be able to use that. So stand by as we're working through that. Diona, honestly, I wouldn't put past California passing that law. Yeah. Are you still at the range on the same days? Yes, Tuesdays and Thursdays, just for next week. And then I'm going to change it up the week after that. So starting on the weekend of the 15th, we'll start doing range on the weekends. So we're going to alternate Saturday mornings and then Sunday mornings at the outdoor range in the Fresno Rifle and Pistol Club from 9 to 11. So qualifications will be done on the weekends in the morning to do the outdoor training there. So that'll be a 2-hour. If you need some extra work in there as well to get you prepped for your qualification. If you have a holster, although not required, you're not required to qualify with a holster, but if you have a holster, do bring it so we can get a little bit of training and how to properly introduce your firearm from a holster. Jason's tagging Cody. Thank you, Jason. And Anthony and Angulo, USMC. Yeah, tag your friends. Anybody you know that has been thinking about getting their CCW, getting some firearms training, tag them, get them to join in here and ask any questions they might have. If any of you have any questions about the process, if you're here to get a good deal, I'm sure here in about 10 more minutes, we're going to put out a good deal. So if you're, I know most of you that join, this is the reason why we do it too, not only to help you, keep you informed on what's going on in the CCW community, but to also offer some opportunities to get some discounts and maybe even a free course.
Yeah.
Elias Solis just took or is in the middle or just finished our online course. Shout out to Elias. You're welcome, Irma. Any questions? You're ready?
All right. Yeah. If someone's spouse or family member is uncomfortable with them carrying, how should that conversation go?
If someone's family member, like a husband or a wife or kids or husband and a wife?
Anyone.
Anybody?
Anyone around that you're around a lot. Yeah.
I think it's important to have a conversation about the why, right? So communication, it's important because a lot of times, we have the misconception as to why someone wants to carry based on us knowing them for a long time, right? If we know that they don't have a lot of experience, that could be a little bit intimidating for you as the spouse or as the children. For someone who might have anger issues, right? That could be concerning. So it's important that you have a conversation about why you're thinking about it, what the process is going to be, and you're going to be able to build some confidence in that family member that you're planning to get some training, that you're going to do the appropriate training, and you're going to continue to do that. So I would start there. Because they'll want to know the why. They might not want to have anything to do with it, but it's important to share why. Irma had a question. One more thing. Sorry. No, you don't have to be sorry. That's why we're here. Can I bring my 12-year-old to practice with you too? As long as you're present, yes. Absolutely. Once we schedule for qualification days, no, but if we schedule a one-on-one or you come on a group setting where we're going to be practicing hostel work, yes, but for a qualification day, no, just because we'll have to qualify everyone else, but we'll plan that around that. Absolutely.
I got another one.
You got another one?
Yeah. If someone gets their CCW but never actually... No, I got more, trust me.
I'm just kidding.
If someone gets their CCW but never actually carries, did they still get value from the course?
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of people that come and take the course that choose not to carry, but we always talk about having that option is the big plus, especially if you're going to travel, right? And at that time you want to carry. At least you have the training, you have the know-how, you've been exposed to the laws and all the good stuff. So it doesn't, taking the CCW class, don't feel bad if you just eventually choose not to carry, right? Because you don't have to. But I wouldn't say, well, since I'm not going to carry, I'm only going to buy my firearm and then have it at home and not take a course like this. You're going to go take, while introduction to firearms courses are good, and some of the other ones, even some of the ones that we have on our website, those are great. But the concealed carry permit course, it's a deep dive into everything. So if you want to invest in really getting access to the knowledge that you should be exposed to, that any firearm owner should have, take the course. Take the course so you have that under you. And then if and when you're prepared to say it's time for me to carry, then you can start, setting up, coming up to those group trainings outside of the qualification days, or sometimes when I do incorporate into a qual day where you can come and do some work out there and start building confidence. Carrying a firearm, owning a firearm is a lifelong it's not a hobby, it's a lifelong lifestyle, right? It's ongoing learning. It's not I got my permit, I took the 16-hour course, and that's it. Absolutely not. That's far from the truth. It's something that you should continue to read up more on the topic, familiarize yourself with processes, familiarize yourself with laws, familiarize yourself with equipment, all of that, and then at the same time, including that training, like Veronica asked earlier, how often, right? That's something that whatever is feasible to you, you do have to work in that training.
Okay.
Also, somebody said last time somebody gave me a rose. Oh, it was you, Adam. That you say you're supposed to do what? Was it you that told me something about getting a rose?
Thank you for the rose. TikTok?
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. So yeah, let's do that so I can go. Thank you for the rose. So whoever's on TikTok right now, send me a rose so I could do that. That's the first time I'm live on TikTok, so I'm trying to learn that TikTok game. There's no roses in Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, is there?
No, it's only a thing on TikTok.
There we go. All right, so we'll be watching the TikTok, see if we get a rose so we can smell the rose. Any other questions? What about you, Adam? And yeah, I have a list of questions right there. So.
Yeah. What's something people misunderstand about Wait, can you hear me?
Anybody? Maybe it was the mic.
I think it's. I don't know. I think it's a little.
There's a little lag. Well, Vincent just jumped in.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Diona just rose on Facebook. I like that. Let me see. Ooh, I can switch the rose. Thank you, Diona. So see, now we did our own TikTok on Instagram with a rose. Thank you, Diona. Very nice of you. Vincent said, how long can I wait after taking and finishing the online course? Do I have to apply to the sheriffs? Hopefully making sense. Vincent, makes perfect sense. And there is no expiration on your training. Ideally, the sheriff, myself, everyone involved would like that process to take no more than 90 days. So once you finish the course online, within 90 days, if you can apply then, that'd be great. But there is no expiration. The only risk you would run if there is any law changes and then they send us some directive to add some things to the course, then you would have to retake that. But 90 days is good. So sorry, Adam. Yes, I think we had a little lag. So what was the question you had?
What's something people misunderstand about concealed carry?
What is something that people misunderstand about concealed carry? It's a trick question, I think, because I don't know. But I would say share a little bit more of the context of the question. Misunderstanding the sense of I take the class and now I can carry type of thing. There's nothing else I have to do, or which way?
Like the concealed part, where like obviously it's in the word, but you just instantly you think I can carry a firearm, but you forget that I have to like hide it. Like I actually have to make sure it never gets shown. Things like that. That's kind of what I meant.
Okay. So I would say the the importance of understanding what concealment is, right? Whether it be on your waistband, whether it be in your pocket or in a on your day pack, your purse. You have to be very meticulous to how you're going to dress. If you just have a T-shirt or something that is very fitted, then you're going to get into some trouble with printing, where printing means you're going to be able to see the silhouette of your firearm. So no, there's some work that goes into making sure that you're concealing properly, even when you carry in your pocket, depending on the look of your firearm in your pocket. So yeah, or you have a big firearm. I see some people come on and qualify with some big firearms, and they'll strap that on their waistband, and that can become an issue if it's not properly concealed. The type of firearm you're going to conceal in a purse or a fan pack, also knowing the pros and cons of that, which we cover a lot of that in the course, on the online one and in person. Obviously, you could always research that online or reach out to me.
Nice. Looks like El Gino had a question on Instagram. Did you see that?
Who did?
El Gino.
I got. What did El Gino say?
He said, would you suggest to get some practice in before the CCW behind the range part?
I'm sorry. I think we're getting that little Instagram. I can't see that we're live on Instagram. So Adam just asked me about technicalities with my internet. I was like, no, everything's great. And now maybe I have too many screens open. So if we can repeat that again, that'd be great.
Yeah. Okay. He basically asked, would you suggest to get some practice in before the CCW live fire qualification?
You don't need to. The live fire qualification is pretty simple. And when we show up to get you qualified, I'm not the type, or not that I'm not the type, but you're not going to experience something where you're on your own, or you're going to have to figure out, how to get through that process, because we've discussed that before, where people get very nervous right before. I had a lot of students that show up an hour early and are out there practicing, and then we go through the live fire course and figure out that it wasn't that difficult. It's really more about just staying cool, calm, and collected through the process, and I work really hard to make sure that you feel comfortable and confident to do that. Obviously, I'm not gonna shy away from recommending some practice, but that day, just come and be prepared for that. You can practice before, absolutely, but I'm just saying, I'll work with you if you have some issues there during the live fire qualification.
Okay, perfect. Can we do the wheel
I am
of deals?
very mindful of. Yes, let's see. Diona said, I'm very mindful about what I wear. I've changed what I wear once I've carried. I would not carry in my purse because your purse can be stolen. Very good point. Very, very good point. Thank you for sharing that.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, it looks like we're going to do some discount. We're ready. Rock and roll.
Come on.
Get that $99 deal.
Yep.
Bam. $99 deal. That's a huge discount. $66 off the main course. So if you or anyone that you know that's interested, hit them up, let them know that they can go to 559ccw.com and purchase the $165 course for only $99. I know I've had a lot of people from time to time reach out and say, hey, do you still have that discount? and it only goes till about 6:45. And I told them, I said, we only do it in the lives because obviously we want to offer that service or that advantage to the people that show up to the lives. So, but if you do have any family members or friends, text them, let them know, hey, you've been thinking about getting the course. They have that course for $99 right now during checkout, and the coupon code, type in 99, and you're going to get the $66 discount to get that $165 for course for only $99. And ideally, you do it in the next 5 minutes, so then we can do confetti, because it's really cool when we do confetti. Adam, like, let's do like a fake, as if we got a purchase right now, because I like that confetti. And put music too. There it is. That was nice.
Okay, give me a second.
There's a lot of questions today. There was all kinds of questions last time. Anything on Instagram? Because I still haven't been able to pop my Instagram up.
Jason does have one, but give me a second, okay? Okay, so he said, if I have my gun on me and I'm hanging out with family that can't be around guns, will they get in trouble?
If they know you have a firearm and they're around you, depending on what their court order calls for, potentially, I don't know exactly what their court order would call for, but I think, and don't quote me on this, but I think it's more so if they do have a court order says they can be around anyone who's gang affiliated or illegal firearms, but depending on what that verbiage is, I would let them know, hey, make sure you know, because now nobody should know you're strapped, right? So conceal means conceal. No one should know. Even if someone, like my friends or family, even though they know that I'm an instructor and that I carry, half the time nobody knows what I carry on. If not all the time, nobody knows that I carry, besides maybe making the assumption that I carry. Great question, though. We obviously want to look out for the love go. Somebody should make up some questions.
Let's see.
All right. Favors people too.
One day we'll get to one.
What? Let me see. Who should I tag right now? Anybody know what the Rock's handle is?
It's probably Dwayne, I think. Let me check.
I don't want to tag 50 Cent, because 50 Cent is ruthless. He do some crazy things.
Oh, The Rock's is just The Rock. Who would have thought?
It's just The Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, my Instagram being funky. I probably don't even know what I'm. Anyway, got a minute left. Any last minute questions? It was a slow day. Last Monday was rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
We're missing Christian. Christian was helping answer the question. That's right. Well, it's 6:29, about to hit 6:30. Remember, you go to 559ccw.com, get the course for only $99. Family and friends, let them know that they got another 50 minutes if they want to take advantage, because you were on the live. So they're going to get the benefit if you share that with them. As always, thank you all for jumping on. We'll see you next Monday, same bat time, same bat channel at 6 o'clock. Stay blessed. Talk to
Thank you, guys.
Jesus. Have a good day.